It's time to stop struggling with finances in your faith-based business. That's right. Today, we're stopping the struggle. It's the office edition as we continue building your faith-based business one room at a time. Are you a faith-based business owner struggling to achieve financial clarity in your business? Do you want to learn how to manage your money in a way that aligns with your values and fuels your business growth? In this video, we're going to do just that. We're going to explore practical financial tips and business strategies that will help you create a purpose-driven business that honors your integrity and your character. From monthly tracking and business budgeting to profit first and wealth creation, we're diving into the essential skills that you're going to need to achieve financial success and build a legacy that reflects your faith. Now, if you apply these principles and you're going to make better financial decisions, you're going to grow your business, you're going to live a life of purpose as well as fulfillment. So tune in as we discover how we're going to integrate our faith with our business and achieve financial clarity that you've been seeking. All right, time to dive in. And I want to make sure that I stay right on track because I'm going to give it to you quick, fast, and in a hurry. So get ready to write it down. First things first, you got to run your ministry like a business. I know. The biggest threat to your ministry's future isn't a lack of faith, but a lack of financial clarity. You're pouring your heart and your soul into your mission. You're seeing lives change. You're getting the results. You're absolutely right. And you know that what you're doing is what you're called to do. But behind the scenes, there's this quiet hum of anxiety, isn't there? It's the stress of messy finances. Yeah, it's the fear of overspending and the constant nagging question, are we actually ready to grow? Or are we one surprise expense away from a full-blown crisis? If you're nodding along, you're definitely not alone. So many ministry leaders are fired up about their vision, but completely exhausted by the admin that comes along with it. They get trapped, thinking that focusing on money is somehow less spiritual than focusing on ministry. But that's a dangerous myth. And today, we're going to tear it down. We're going to show you just how running your ministry with some business savvy isn't a departure from your faith. It's one that's most powerful ways to express it. It's about being a faithful steward of the resources that God has provided for you and your mission, and so that you can make an impact that truly is going to last. We're truly in the office today. So let's keep moving, removing the struggle. First things first, mindset shift. Yeah. Running it like a business can seem like to many ministry leaders making you squeamish, but a purpose-driven business is a ministry. It sounds cold, it sounds corporate, and it sounds like you're all about the profit. But let's reframe it, okay? A healthy business isn't just about profit, it's about sustainability, efficiency, and making a real impact. It's about a clear plan. Healthy businesses are obsessed with spending wisely and having crystal clear financial accountability. Why should churches or ministries and even your business be any different? See, this isn't about chasing dollars. It's about stewarding resources in a way that honors the giver and maximizes your mission outreach. Remember Matthew 25, the parable of the talents? Yeah. So think of it this way. It's a business plan. It's just a fancy term for a tool that's going to help you turn your big God-given vision and dreams into reality. It gives you structure. It gives you the team that you have to get you guys on the same page and make sure that every single dollar is pulling in the same direction toward your vision. And at its heart, accounting is all about accountability. Root word, got it? So being honest and transparent with your donors, with your team, with the government, with your clients, when you manage your finances with excellence, you build trust. And that trust is currency in ministry. So solid financial management is a direct reflection of your integrity. So let's stop thinking about business as a dirty word. It's not. Let's see it as a set of tools that God uses to build a stronger, more sustainable, and more impactful ministry right through you. Now, number 2, simple accounting. Yeah, simple accounting system. This is the financial filing cabinet for you. So we're going to get very practical. You can't manage what you don't measure. And it all starts with a simple, clean accounting setup. If your business finances are tangled up in your personal funds or just a confused mess in one bank account, step 1 is to separate everything. Open up a dedicated bank account for your business. I'm going to say that one again. A dedicated bank account for your business. This is absolutely a non-negotiable for transparency as well as legal protection. Next, you're going to need to get your head around this fund accounting, if you would. It might sound complicated, but it's not. It's like having an envelope and everything has a specific place, or putting it in a filing cabinet. Everyone has its own drawer. So just like on a church side, if you have an envelope that has tithe, that has offering, it has building fund or something of that sort, whatever that donor earmarks it for is where it goes. In your business, when you get funds in, if it's for coaching, if it's for online courses, if it's for books, they have separate categories. You're going to make sure that you do that so that money is then specifically earmarked for certain things. This way, the purpose is going to be matched. It's going to honor the donor's intent or the person who put it in. And for you as a business owner, you're going to know what's doing better for you and what's not. You don't need a CPA to pull this off. Modern accounting software is built for this, and it has features in it that is going to allow you to create a great filing system for your money. It brings instant clarity, stops you from accidentally spending restricted funds, and gives you a real-time snapshot of your financial health. But before we talk about budgeting for real growth, let me ask you something. What's the single biggest financial question or frustration that you're wrestling with right now? Drop it in the comments below and we'll learn from each other's challenges. I don't want you to be shamed about this. And if you're getting value from this already, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, right? I'm passionate about equipping leaders just like you to build ministries and businesses that is going to last. So number three, budgeting, right? Budgeting for growth, not just survival. That's right. For way too long, many have been stuck with a survival-based budget. The only goal is to break even or to not end the year in the red. But we were called for more than that, not just for survival. We were called to bear fruit, remember, to grow and to expand our impact. Your budget should be a statement of faith that reflects that vision. See, this means that you need to stop creating budgets based on what you hope that you're going to get and start building a plan of how we'll steward what we actually have. Your plan then is what you feel called to do this year should drive your financial plan, not the other way around. So here's a game-changing practice. Plan to spend less than you anticipate in receiving. A good rule of thumb is to build your operating budget on about 80 to 90%. I'm going to say 80% of your projected income. The leftover 20% isn't just extra, it's your surplus. It's seed for the future. That surplus is what lets you build a healthy emergency fund, invest in new equipment, and launch a new initiative without really having to make a frantic last-minute appeal or cash campaign or dip into your personal savings. All right, when you do this and when you do have a big project, fund it from a project by project basis. Use the clear accounting and show exactly what's needed, how the money is going to be used. And this is going to build not only trust, it's going to get people excited about a specific tangible goal that you do have. Planning for surplus isn't a lack of faith. It's wise stewardship that gets you ready to jump on the opportunities that God is sending your way. All right, you ready for number 4? Key metrics that are actually going to matter. Yes. You don't need a truckload of 100 different numbers to know whether or not you're financially healthy. Honestly, focusing on just a few metrics will give you about 90% of what you need in order to make wise financial decisions. First up, cash flow. Do you have enough cash in the bank to cover your bills for the next 30, 60, or 90 days? This is your business's pulse, if you would. A cash flow statement shows you what's happening right now and helps you see potential shortfalls before they actually happen. Number 2, budget versus actual. This is your accountability report card. Every month, compare what you've planned to spend versus what you've actually spent. Where are the gaps? Why are they there? This isn't about blaming anyone. It's about learning and adjusting. It keeps your whole team dialed in and the responsibility for their piece of the mission. Third thing, income. Income, is it steady? Is it going up or is it dipping down? Is it coming from a lot of different offers that you have, or is it just coming from one major one? Understanding these trends is critical for forecasting. Yeah, that's right. Focus on these three: the cash flow, the budget versus actual, and the income. That way, you'll know whether or not you're stable, if you're being accountable, and then you'll also know what the future might look like. The fifth thing I want to talk to you about is tools for growth. See, once your mindset, your accountability, and your budget are lined up, you can start thinking strategically about the tools that will help you to grow. For your day-to-day operations, using dedicated software for payroll and accounting is going to be a must. These tools will automate complicated tasks and slash the risk of errors and free you up to focus on people, not paperwork. Then when it's time to fund the growth, there's a great options out there with faith-based organizations. Whether you get grants or you get loans, you've got your financial house in order and you've got the paperwork needed so that banks can base their information on what you have. There's special loans that are out there if you need that too. The key is to walk in with a clear plan, know exactly what you'll be using the funds for and how you're going to pay it back if you need to. Having a strict approval process for big expenses on and the regular, transparent reports are going to stop any overspending that you might have and also protect the trust that you've already worked so hard to build. Now, running a ministry like a business isn't a secular strategy, it's a biblical one. It's the parable of the talents, as I mentioned in Matthew 25. It's that in action. It's about taking what you've been given and stewarding it so well that it multiplies for God's glory. So, quick recap. That's right. 5 steps to financial health. First, shift your mindset. See business principles as powerful tools for stewardship. Second, set up a simple accounting system, that filing cabinet, using those digital envelopes or the fund accounting that I mentioned. Third, create a budget that plans for the surplus to fuel your future. Fourth, track your key metrics that matter: the cash flow, the budgeting versus actual, and your income trends. And fifth, use the right tools and finances in order to grow smartly. You are called to lead this mission. That calling covers everything, and not just the spiritual, but the operational too. Embracing these principles will lower your stress, empower your team, and build a strong foundation that will allow your business to thrive for generations to come. I know you've got this. Now, if this was helpful, please give it a like and a subscribe for more content to lead your business appropriately with wisdom and excellence. For a list of resources, including the links to Biblically Based Budget, because I'm going to put that one below, shantehaynes.com/free-mini. I want to make sure you get that. And as well as other financial resources, check out the description below. And now go and build that business that lasts. I'm Dr. Shantae Haynes, the Destiny Designer, empowering purpose-driven leaders to walk boldly in identity, cultivate sustainable impact, and steward unstoppable success across faith, family, and future generations. So if you're building a brand, a business, or a best-selling book, I'm helping you put feet to your faith so that you can walk victoriously. Hey, we've already done the outside of the house. We've gone through the garage, the mudroom. Now we're in the office. Next week, let's check out the dining room. I'll see you then. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your week. God bless.